Is Aiden Ross colonizing the sus wave that you've been pushing?
Damn. You know what?
Have you ever thought that? Like,
no,
I'm
no
the
shade,
gay originator.
No shade to Aiden Ross because I watch his streams. He's hilarious. He's a hilarious dude. Mm-hmm. But I feel like I don't necessarily feel like I did. Right? I don't feel like I did because people are sus. Period. Right? People are sus. Period. So I don't.
There's a lot of people who have that sense of humor. But then it's like not mainstream enough, so that like when Aiden does it, people are like so shocked, you know?
Yeah. No, I don't necessarily feel like that. I think people were sus from the beginning of time. People were sus from the beginning of time. So I don't think that. Do I think I do it better? Yes. And if Aiden Ross, if you want to have a sus rap battle, we can set that up.
Oh,
we
that
we
is
have
a great
mutuals.
idea.
We have mutuals. We have Your Rage. We have AMP. We have all them people. We can set it up. We know the same people.
But you know how like these little black girls will like come up with these crazy dances, and then Addison Rae just takes the dance from them, and like we'll do it, and then she gets all the clout.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like almost kind of the dynamic we have going here. Like you're the gay one.
Yeah, I'm fucking gay as fuck.
Aiden Ross is straight, pretending he's gay.
Yeah, he don't really suck dick out here. He be capping for his fault. He be capping. You don't be topping niggas. You don't. Aiden.
Yeah.
You don't.
You're too scared. Fuck your fucking crypto brand deals up and you suck dick on camera.
He won't do it. Aiden's fucking pussy. You won't do it, Aiden.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Nah, man. I don't think so. I think you know, you gay. You know?
So you into hentai?
I can't get into it, but I do love titties. I do love anime titties.
Really?
Yeah, I can't really get into it. I tried to beat off to it one time and it just didn't work. I got too invested into the plot. Yeah. It's like my dick was out fully erect and then it went down when I felt like the story was very good. You know?
I don't know if I could. Yeah, I think I put on hentai one time for like a minute or two. It was just like, what the fuck am I watching? This isn't for me.
I mean, it's a little weird, but at the same time, it's like it's interesting. Most of my friends watch it, actually watch it, like full length. Like they don't really care about the sex aspect.
But is it like a porno where it's like mostly, because I'm trying to imagine what it would be like. Is it like mostly sex with like weird little like intro skits, or is it like?
So it's like have you ever watched the softcore porn that came on HBO?
Used to watch that all the time.
So
Skinamax.
Yeah, so it's kind of like that. Hotel Erotica, shout out.
Okay.
So it's shit like that. You feel me? So it's like they have a story and then they'll have sex and then they'll go off and then have another story and they'll just have sex, you know, all throughout the hentai. So it's kind of like that.
That's cool because like you ever think it's weird that like real movies in the theater that they never have sex, or that they have sex but they don't like show it.
Yeah. That's I don't know. I'm more in tune to the people that actually like have sex.
I would like to watch like a full Quentin Tarantino movie, but like where there's like scenes in the movie where they're having sex and it's like shot really beautifully. You actually see a dick going in and out of a pussy. I think that would be like really big.
Yeah, and he can set up some really good shots. I think that'd be really great.
And he could be screaming the N-word at them the whole time.
Man, I went on a Tarantino binge recently, and the sense of the N-word is just crazy.
Oh my God. Yeah,
but it's in good context, I believe.
It is, but it's also like if I was writing a movie script, I would probably just like not give myself any N-words.
Right.
So it's interesting that in like 15 movies in a row, he gave himself like a ton.
And I noticed watching his films, this is what I noticed, right? He throws that out there because it'll make their death more, it'll make it more great. You know what I'm saying? It'll make it more justifiable, right? Because they pick up on how trash these characters are, like in Reservoir Dogs, when they were fucking throwing nigger around 24/7. All those dudes died, but we don't care about those dudes because they were saying something that was obviously offensive. So it puts them in a boat where it's like, you know.
But in Pulp Fiction, it's like he's not really being presented as this like horrible racist, but he is like saying, you know, like, does my garage look like it's dead N-word storage or whatever? Nigger
storage. And it's so funny because people didn't understand like the why that scene was like was what it was. People they heard nigger and they were like, oh, they're saying nigger to a black man, but that was the I guess fiction. That was like the whole idea of like, oh, this is weird. He's saying nigger to someone else and he's not getting offended, but he also has a black wife, you know?
Yeah.
So it was a weird situation, period.
But like Samuel L. Jackson can't get offended in that moment because this guy's literally like keeping him out of prison by giving him this fucking old shitty t-shirt to wear and stuff because their car is covered in blood at that moment.
Facts. It was weird. And people just like, they really didn't pick up on that. They just picked up on like him saying nigger. You know what I'm saying? Nigger.
Yeah. 'Cause
I love that word.
It's weird. It's weird when somebody like, okay, I still clearly remember the first time that somebody said the hard R to me.
Nigger.
Yes, but without, he wasn't like trying to be super racist. It was weird. A car accident in North Carolina. We're freezing fucking cold. They finally give us a ride to the body shop so that we drop the car off. And this random guy, we're in North Carolina, just gives us a ride to the hotel. And he's passing by one hotel and driving us to another hotel. He goes, I don't want to drop you off at this one because there's a whole bunch of hard R's that are like lurking around outside. And like, but he said it like very matter of factly. I had never heard somebody say the N-word like that.
Casually?
I had always heard people say it trying to be funny in the context of jokes, maybe even out of anger.
Right.
But I never heard somebody say it where it's like they're like just trying to help me out, giving me good advice. Because I mean, it was probably a sketchier hotel, sure.
Yeah.
I would have probably said that hotel is sketchy.
So it's just so casual, like what did that would scare me.
Me and my
if it was
friend,
so
we're in the back seat and we both look at each other like, because we're like 18, 19. We never heard someone say it like that. That was very eye-opening.
That's wild. I would literally be like, that was a little bit too casual. I don't know what goes down here.
Yeah. I didn't know what to say because the guy's giving me a ride. So it's like, I can't, what am I supposed to yell at him? Like,
Yeah.
Just didn't really.
I would have agreed. I'd have been like, man.
You're telling me.
Oh my God. I was like, whew, yeah, gotta watch out for that.
You want to hear something crazy too? I'm just hitting you with random facts, but I interviewed this prostitute the other day, this girl who was on Soft White Underbelly YouTube channel, this girl Royalty. And she talks about like learning the rules of prostituting herself. And like, she talks about like number one rule, no black guys. And I'm just like what are you talking about? Like, why is that so obvious to you? She's just like, they're crazy. They'll kill you.
Wow.
I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? But she seems so confident in this analysis of the clientele who wants to purchase. Yeah. But I'm also, because she's black. So I'm thinking like, maybe they feel more comfortable fucking with you because you're black.
Right. Yeah. I mean.
Because she even said that a lot of the white and Hispanic girls that she knows don't feel that way. But she feels that way.
So I agree. But at the same time,
knowing nothing about it, I totally agree.
Yeah, it's like I just feel like I don't know. Like that's kind of, it's safe, but at the same time, it's kind of like, why are you doing that? Did you have a bad experience? Do they not pay well?
Why? Because
black people don't tip.
Well, at least one guy raped her, and another guy tried to kill her.
Oh, that's
and I'm
fucked.
pretty sure they were both black.
That's fucked.
But either way, why would you even get into selling pussy on Figueroa if you weren't also down to have a commitment to diversity?
Right. No, I get that. I've drove down Fig for the first time this year.
How was it?
Well, last year.
Did you see craziness?
No. Them bitches out there are bad.
Really?
Yeah.
She said that they're like naked.
I didn't see no naked hoes, but I seen a lot of light-skinned bitches. I seen a couple of trans women. Bad.
Really?
Yeah, it was crazy.
You into that?
Trans women?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't say no.
Women.
Yeah, they're
trans women are women. They're women. They're women, guys. They're women. They're women. And yes, I am.
For sure.
You know, it's a spectrum.
It's exactly the same.
It's a spectrum, you know. We were conditioned to believe, you know, certain
that
things.
It was different, but they're the same. Yeah,
the same.
No, totally. Doesn't it feel like kind of a letdown that the Olympics came and passed, and that like everybody was worried about all these trans women dominating the sport? And
I feel like we should let them go in. We should let them definitely go in.
Just conquer.
Did you hear that joke that Dave Chappelle made?
No, what did he say?
He said if LeBron James changed his gender and went over to the WNBA and put up 846 points, I feel like it would make things more interesting if we let trans women play in the WNBA. It would be perfect because now people can't talk about the gender, the pay gap. They won't talk about it. They won't talk about how
that's got to be on the verge of happening. Like it's a miracle that there's nobody in the WNBA yet who ain't pushing that line.
We need it to happen. We need it. I want to go to a WNBA game. I never went to one.
Right, but you would go if LeBron was playing.
Of course, if they start dunking, of course I would love to.
Right.
Why am I paying $13 to see somebody do a layup?
But everybody like. It's interesting in the Olympics how there's so much like rooting, like everybody's rooting for Sha'Carri. And then she fucks up, and it's like everyone, like,
bro, I was so mad. I was so mad.
You were
'cause it's
mad.
Like, y'all were literally cheering this woman on, trying to be like, let her back and let her run. Then she ran, and y'all are like, damn, why did you run? Like, like it's like they can't win.
And that's the fucked up thing for me, for her. It's like, bro, like she didn't ask to become the fucking spokesperson for every black person on earth, but somehow people just embedded this into her just because she failed the drug test too.
Exactly.
Like if it wasn't for that, then nobody would have probably even have thought of her any differently than every other girl out there.
Exactly. Which is crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's like we're for her, everyone. We're for her. Then she loses. Exactly. And like people are like all on Twitter talking about some. If I was Sha'Carri, I would have act like I had to pull a hamstring or something like that. It's like, why are y'all on this woman? Like, why y'all? You feel me? So it's a weird dynamic, bro. The internet's weird.
It's almost like people shouldn't just like take these random athletes and just prop them up as if they're like representatives of their entire identity group.
Exactly. But we need to make these. We need to be more inclusive, and we need to let trans women into these areas because I want to see that. I want to be there. I want to be there. Like football, that'd be great.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
Definitely, we need women in football.
Yeah.
I seen somebody try to cancel you on Twitter just because of calling your homies and telling them that you want to fucking twerk on them or some shit, or like,
the internet is wild.
I was just like, how the fuck are they gonna cancel him for that joke?
I don't know, because it's this thing called queerbaiting. This thing called queerbaiting. They say if you're on the internet trying to act like you're gay for likes, then you're a bad person. It's like, I'm not acting gay. I'm gay. Not acting.
I mean, I feel like the queerbaiting thing is like you're being funny.
Right.
That's different.
And it's not, it doesn't come from a place of like malice. Like, I'm not trying to be malicious out here. Like, I just like to have fun. Like, I like to joke. Like, it's fun joking. It's fun joking about being gay. Not in Aiden's case, because Aiden not gay. He's a capper. But you know what I'm saying? It's like,
it is just so weird. Like, I don't understand people trying to cancel people for jokes in general, because even if the joke isn't funny or if the joke is over the line, it's like, it's still a joke.
Yeah.
You can't cancel me for a joke.
Exactly.
I was trying to be funny.
Exactly, and the intent. It's about the intent, right? It's about the intent. It's not about what you say. It's your intention behind it. I don't have any malicious intent about trans women, fat people, mentally disabled people. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm all inclusive, right? I don't. My intent is not that. But if I'm going to make this joke about this situation, and I'm going to be using it. It's like everybody wants to be a part of something. They all want to be included. I'm going to include your ass in these jokes.
Yeah.
You're coming into these jokes. You want to be you want to be included in everything. You want to be a part of everything. You want to feel like a normal human of society. Bring your out. You're going to be dragged into this. You know, that's how I feel about it.
No, yeah, totally. Everybody needs these bars.
No, of course.
How can you not?
Exactly.
I just like hate the idea that there's like certain categories of people who don't get to get made fun of.
Yeah, and that's trash. That's trash. People need to understand, like, they're not coming at these people with the intent to be like bad to these people. It's like, well, some people do, you know, but at the same time, it's like it's a joke. It's a joke.
Right.
And people feel like, no, if you joke about it, you're serious about it.